Hello YouTube, we're going to make a small, I call it a carving knife. The handle is going to be about, well, exact handle will be 3.5 inches, the blade's only going to be 2 inches, the blade will be 1/2 inch wide, this will be 3/4 right here, and this is just our design. You can do whatever you want. Being this a 1/2 inch, we made it so this is a 1/2 inch from here to here, okay, to make that design. Here it is 1 inch, looking through the viewfinder, and this was a 3/8 circle drawn at the end of the knife because this is the end, and then we came off like that. Just our design, do whatever you want. Probably 1/8 inch pins. Okay, this will be like a whittling knife. They call this like a clip point, but you can see how it curves. You know how it goes up like that. So we have this curved part here when we're shaving on wood. It's just what I could come up with in my mind by looking at them. I've seen a few of them before, like somebody has one in their hand and they're carving, so I'm just going by what I think it should be. Okay, to keep this short, this is just a cheap, I had a bunch of these from a rummage sale. You know where they came from, where they're made at. Just cheap. I mean, you see the serrated edge. But I saved some of the bigger ones. Some of them I threw away. They were just thin little paring knives, but I saved some of them. But what we're doing here is getting this straight, okay? Because it is straight to about right here, and then we're just going to be about to that line, okay? So we're using our disc sander, which we have the diamond blade, but you can use a regular disc sander. This stuff is probably about 3/64 thick. I'll put it in the description when I'm done, how many thousandths of an inch it is. Okay, it's going to be a really thin knife. We have not decided on the handle material yet, but we'll get back to work. We're looking at the video. We don't want these to be too long apart for this build because we have showed how we make the holes and heat the metal. The only part we're going to be heating is where the holes will be for the pin. So we will not be taking any temper out of this. And if I didn't mention it, this is stainless steel. It was kind of scratched. We took some 400 grit sandpaper and just put a brushed finish. See that? You can almost see the streaks because it was all scratched. We're not going to worry about polishing it. It's just a work tool. You're only going to see 2-inch blade by 1/2 inch wide. So there we go. That's enough talk on that. We'll bring you back for little bitty clips and showing you how the progress is, or there'll be a bunch of pictures on this part 1. Thanks for watching. Okay, here's our progress so far. Handle's 3.5 inches. If I said 2 inches, I corrected this to 1 3/4 because being just so thin, I don't want too long a blade. Okay, little tip here. I use my rotary tool to cut this down and then cut in this way. Okay, I've got 3 of the thick disc in here. Okay, that makes it real stiff, and I use that to come down here and make this corner like that. Because it's like a stone, it's wider than one disc, of course. Okay, then I went over to my disc sander and actually got this straight. And one way to tell if this is straight, because this is 1/2 inch wide, this is 3/4, is lay a straight edge, just look up to the light and eyeball it. That's all I did. I want the straightest to be at the top, which will be this side. We got this figured out where the stamping is. This will be the left side of the knife. So we've got this figured out like that. Okay. Next we'll be making this. And we'll be using the rotary tool to do that, and we may use these also just to slowly grind away at it because we're going to come back a 1/2 inch, you know, something like that, like the drawing. So we may just grind it because getting on a disc sander is kind of odd because this is going to hit, so you really can't get the way you want. So you just about have to have a rotary tool to make small stuff like this. But that's all I did, eyeball that. I just kept putting it up there because I know this is squared to this. You can always take your square. These are only $4 for this little machinist square at a Menards store. You can also do that and measure the gap. Okay, to me it's simple once I've figured it out. So you can always do that also. So this is pretty squared. And then you can measure that gap there. You can use your dial calipers, do whatever, just use a ruler. It's just a knife, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, enough yakking about this. This will probably be it for the video of this part 1. I'll just leave with a bunch of pictures at the end so you can see how it's getting close to this look. So if I don't come back, thanks for watching.